She's upset with me because I'm the guy who took her chair.
That's only because Marge took yours, so truth is all right. Okay.
I had originally planned on reading a selection from my superhero fantasy, The Thrilling Adventures of Captain Allright. But for it to make any sense to you, my reading ran over 5 minutes. I didn't know people were going to be able to use up 10 minutes. So instead, I'm going to try to explain a bit about it. Some of you may remember that Billy Batson had a secret word that when he said it, it turned him from a skinny 14-year-old into a 6-foot-tall guy with plenty of muscles, plenty of attraction to the women, and to top it all, he could fly. Yet at the end of each adventure, he returned to being Billy Batson. I said to myself, why? I certainly wouldn't. If I had the ability to become Captain Marvel, you think I'd ever say that magic word again? No, I would say Captain Marvel forever. And that's what led to this book. My hero, Norbert Dill, gets all the superpowers of any and all the superheroes. He can fly, he has X-ray vision, bullets bounce off him, and more. The problem, he only gets them one at a time. So that he gets the flying ability, but when he's flying, he sees something he wants to see into. So he says his magic word so he can have X-ray vision. And all of a sudden, X-ray vision becomes a lot closer. So, it's things like this that make Captain Allright a really special hero. Then there was this thing about costumes. So where did those guys get all those fancy duds? Spider-Man was bitten by a spider, right? So it gave him all these things. He could hang on off the ceiling, he could swing across the city in his spider webs. Well, who made the costume? I don't think it gave him the ability to design that spiffy costume. In my book, we have Elizabeth the Tailor. And that's whom Captain Allright gets his green outfit from, with the aviator's goggles and no cape, please. You might catch on something. But first, Norbert meets the deity in the cave, and that's from him that he becomes Allright. And there's all that and more in this book, so please keep it in the forefront of your mind. Eventually it will find a publisher. I have to publish it myself. Thank you.
I just thought you...
Oh, you had a question?
I had just a question, because you still got a minute and a half.
I had probably 7.5.
Can you say some of the names? The names are hysterical. On Franklin Stowe and some of the...
Oh, yeah.
They're hysterical.
Victor von Franklin Stowe.
Right.
Who was a main enemy, and then he has a boss called Squire Septicocki. We have a police chief called Cook and Bottle Washer. So he's the chief cook and bottle. And he's in, our hero is in love with a young lady called Verna Gibson. She's from my youth. A love of my early days. So, and those are some of the people.
Yeah, that's good.